Hails. SouthFit TV, this is our equipment segment. We are standing in the showroom, the Fitness Pro showroom located at Jason's Health and Fitness. I have my resident expert, Brian Bumpers, talk to him about ellipticals.
We're talking a little bit about elliptical trainers today. Most everybody who's ever been in a health club or been in a store looking at equipment knows basically what an elliptical is. But there's some really different things about ellipticals you need to know compared to buying a bike or a treadmill. You know, a bike is a bike is a bike, everything else being equal.
Right.
You sit down or stand up and pedal.
Yeah.
Not a lot of variation there. Treadmill's the same way. You walk, you run. You know, the technology's the same across the board, all other issues being the same. Ellipticals are a little different.
They're really a lot different. He's educated me recently. There's really a lot to this technology.
There really is. It's one of those things where there's one right way to make some products.
Right.
There's no one right way to make an elliptical aside from the quality issues at hand. And if you can kind of see behind us, you can see all these ellipticals, and they look sort of alike, but they look a little different. Like this one's got this big, huge thing in the back. It's a rear drive.
It's got a big butt.
You know. The other ones have them in the front, and some other ones you can't see are kind of a mixture of the two. Some have both. One is not necessarily better than the other. What is different is each manufacturer or each engineer that designs a thing comes up with his way to make this motion, this big, long elliptical motion. You know,
and tell them the advantages of the elliptical. Let's tell them that first of all, what the thought process is.
The basis is, you know, the best way to exercise is a weight-bearing exercise. It's great for the cardiovascular side, it's great for bone density, all these other issues. The downside to weight-bearing exercise is impact. You know, some of us are getting older, you know, and our joints.
I admit that.
You know, I know I am. You know, knees and ankles and hips and things deteriorate, they wear out, you've had injuries, you know, walking and running hurts.
Right, you can't pound on the street anymore.
Right, you just can't do it. Elliptical gives you the benefit of that without the issues of impact for the most part.
Plus you get the...
You have some option of dual action to bring in some more muscle work. The issue with ellipticals though, you know, you're doing a stride, basically kind of like when you walk. Let me hop up on one and show you. And everybody thinks, okay, real simple, it's an elliptical. Well, that's not necessarily the case depending on how the machine is put together. I'm 6'3". What feels like a good long motion, or what is a good long motion to me, is different than someone who's 5'9".
10? I'm 5'10". Don't take an inch away from me. I'll slap you on TV.
In those shoes you are. You know. But every machine feels different as well, not just the length of stride.
Right.
You know, what Jason may get a good workout on, I may feel a little short. What I feel good on, he may feel like he's about to do a split.
Right.
So you really need to try it.
And also there's something to do with how close they are set together.
That is correct. That's an issue, one we'll show you in a minute, the Octane, which has been our best seller for several years, and in my humble opinion, the best elliptical on the market, bar none, and it's by no means the most expensive. That's the great thing about it. It's half what their competitors cost. One of the issues, the pedals that you stand on, they're very close together. They're the closest in the industry. And what that does sounds like a real simple, stupid thing. It's not. The whole point of being no impact, when your feet are far apart as you're doing this motion, your hips rock.
Right.
When you rock, you introduce impact back into your system. When your feet are close together and you do this motion, your hips don't rock. Your knees and legs move, your hips stay stationary.
And a lot of people as you get older have hip problems.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm one of them.
You know, and they've got a unique system as well where they have a very long stride on the machine that's not adjustable. And they do actually have an adjustable stride model for tall and short people, which is very cool.
Which is very cool and not that expensive either compared to everybody else. I mean, it's really an amazing machine.
Right. It's also very short, relatively speaking. They're, you know, most
footprint.
ellipticals, you know, this elliptical here is a great elliptical, but it's longer than a treadmill. So if space is an issue, it may not work. Where the Octane, in my opinion, is a better elliptical, and it's about 2 feet shorter.
Right.
So, you know, that's something to consider when you shop for elliptical. Figure out where you're going to put the thing. You know, they don't fold.
They don't fold.
They do not fold. You know, and you need to dedicate the space. You really need to try several, make sure you like it, and make the decision from there.
And that's why we have a showroom. It's Fitness Pro at Jason's Health and Fitness. We're a quarter mile west of the 65 overpass, Cottage Hill, Montemore. Right. You walk in and just come play.
Come play, figure out the one you want, buy it, we deliver it. Our factory trained service techs stand behind it. And just like we have for the last 18 years.
So you can't go wrong, and the quality's here, and the price range is going to hit every budget, and we even have financing available.
Absolutely.
So you can do
no interest financing.
No interest financing. So come see us, Fitness Pro, Cottage Hill, Montemore.